What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Greenleaf Season 3, Episode 1. You guys, this is going to be a great season. This is usually the time when these shows either really pick up well, they find their groove in about Season 3, or the shit is going to be a disaster and it starts to go downhill. But I think we can see right here that Greenleaf is about to, it's going to be a good season. So anyway, you guys, let's get to it, shall we? Now, Lady Mae is in her home, in her bed alone. No Bishop is there. You guys know the Bishop is over at the Biltmore. All right, when he wake up, he automatically reaches for the other side of the bed and ain't no Lady Mae there. But then over his shoulder, who should be there but that old wicked city woman, Rochelle. I was just like, I know you ain't got this bitch in your fucking hotel room, Bishop. Really? She got coffee for him. And she is just making herself at his beck and call, whatever he needs. But, he has to keep on reminding her that he is still a married man. And she respects that, but barely. He looked like he would like to take advantage of the situation, but he doesn't. So I'm just like, Bishop, you know you can't be in this room with this woman. What the fuck wrong with you? While he's getting dressed and she's trying to help him and all of this, I was just like, ugh! But anyway, he gets a text message that Zora's missing. And he mentions it to Rochelle. He gotta go because his grandbaby is on the run. Back at the house, though, Sophia's feeling bad. She can't believe that Zora ran. Here come that no-acting charity child. She come rushing in, and she's talking about how she's back there to try to handle shit with Kevin. Kevin wants his baby. And Lady Mae is pissed about that as well. That nigga didn't crawl out from whatever rock he was under with that damn Aaron. Got a little legal advice, and now he got the nerve to be trying to get custody of her grandbaby. Charity is like, where's daddy? She don't even know about what's going on with May and Bishop. Mama say she put the nigga out. And Charity is like, y'all obviously need me to be around here more. Okay, I'm gone for a few days and all this done happened. So she walks off. Grace tried to be the nice daughter. Was like, how you holding up, Mama? And Mama was like, baby, this is all your damn fault. You came back here. You promised that you wasn't going to be stirring up the shit. But you ain't never happy unless everybody is slopping around and they own dramatics. Grace says, no, you're not going to blame this on me. None of this is my fault. But you know what? Lady Mae sees it differently. I said, Grace, go on and give your mama a break. Damn, her man laid up with Rochelle at the damn Biltmore. Now, it didn't take long for them to find Zora, Jacob, and, what's her name? Clarissa? Can't think of her name. Carissa? They find her. They bring her back home. She's a regular teen attitude, okay, and Jacob is pissed, okay. Give us everything. You on probation. You are on punishment. You don't get TV. You don't get phone. You don't get nothing. Carissa, what's her name, y'all? She tries to calm him down, but he ain't having it, okay. Damn criminal. All right, when she go and slam the door, he's like, and don't be slamming my doors. I say, yeah, he's playing a good daddy. Okay, that's why daddies is needed in the household, because mamas are a little bit more, protective, and we want to talk to them emotionally, and daddies is just like, hell fuck no. Okay, the girl on punishment, and that's that. We ain't got time to be trying to be her fucking friend. Later on, we do see her go and talk to her daughter, though. She's, again, the more emotional, like, we love you so much. And Zora's just feeling bad that she ruined everything. The mom was like, you didn't ruin anything. I said, yes, she did. She did ruin it with that fucking Ildebarge reject. That motherfucker ruined the whole debutante's ball, if you ask me. Zora says, well, daddy could have went to jail. Zora's feeling bad, though. She wishes that her dad wasn't so mad at her. I said, girl, your dad will get over it eventually, but you just gotta go through it, okay? This is called being a teen and disappointing your parents over and over again. It happens. Over at Jacob's church. Now, later on, we see Jacob at church, okay? And the treasurer. Now, later on, we see Jacob at his church and the treasurer. What's her name? I'm sorry. These side people, I don't fucking remember their names. I think it's whatever her name is. She is still giving Jacob grief, okay, about spending money. You can't do this, you can't do that. And Jacob's trying to reassure her, like, don't worry about it. I got it. It's going to be fine. We can afford it. Don't worry about it. Of course, Tasha the Skank, which will be her name from now on, considering she was the old low life that was out there laying it low and spreading it wide for T.I. I know she done fucked up this show for damn Tiny. She probably can't even watch Greenleaf no damn more. Tiny, I got you, girl. Go on and watch my reviews instead. Tasha the Skank is over there ear hustling. And when the treasurer walks away, Tasha comes in there and she tells Jacob, you should fire her, okay? Because she never talked to Bishop Skanks like that. She's super disrespectful. So she done put a little bug into Jacob's ear. Now, next we see Charity. She talking to Kevin. And child, Kevin done got a backbone now. Kevin know exactly what he is. He gay and damn it, he want his baby. He tells her that he ready to go to court if that's what they got to do. Just leave him with me. And she was like, please, so that you can run off with him again. And I don't know where neither one of you guys are. I don't think so. He says, look, I have a right to see my son. Okay, so you going to have to give sooner or later. She hangs up on him. And then over at Calvary Church, we see Wicked City woman Rochelle just walking around like she owned the joint. I said, bitch, you got your motherfucking nerves. She's stopping by the bishop office, just gonna walk right past the reception. She was just like, excuse me, what you doing? You can't just walk up in there. She was like, oh, excuse me. So the receptionist calls the bishop, and he was like, oh, send her right on in. Okay. And she picks up the mail like, I'll go on and take this for you off your hands. And she was like, absolutely not, thank you. Like, bitch, who do you think you are? You know, Rochelle goes in there, and Bishop was like, he want to talk to her about what happened earlier that morning. And, you know, she's like, no, you don't have to say anything. You know, I know it was wrong, and you told me how you felt, and I know you're still married and all of this. She just gonna always be the right one for Bishop. She tells him that she's been praying for his granddaughter. And Bishop tells her he appreciates it. See, it's just these little subtle ways for her to win her way into his heart. They sitting on the damn couch, just as close and just a talking. And we see Grace. She's going to go see her dad. She's about to walk to the receptionist. She was like, is Bishop available? And she was like, he sure is. Go right on in. Okay, break up all that sin in there. She goes in there, and she sees them on the couch, you know, and they both get up, and Rochelle was just like, ah. And then she turns and tells the bishop, I'll see you tomorrow morning. He was like, yes, at service. Grace is just kind of looking at both of them, and she was like, you got time to go get some coffee? Yes, of course, he has nothing but time for his dear Grace. So when they go sit down and have coffee, you know, Bishop is trying to put on the front, you know, everything is fine. And she was like, is it? Like, what's going on with you and Mama? He was like, you know what, Grace? If you knew what was best, you would just stay out of it. Now, after they have their coffee, you know, Bishop goes back to the office, and he picks up some mail at the receptionist's desk, and then he goes on in, and who should be in there but that old mad-ass Lady May. She going off on him. Where have you been? She want to know where he been, what he been doing, and all of that. And he was like, look, you can keep on with all of that, or you can listen to what I got to say. And he gives her the mail. He says the IRS is after us. Basically, some shit that Mac was supposed to handle, he didn't handle. So now they got a $2 million bill that got to be paid in 90 damn days. And if they don't pay it in 90 days, then they're going to be going down for tax evasion. So she was like, I mean, well, what the hell you expect us to do now? Okay, well, it's going to take a whole bunch of prayers, maybe some special offerings from the church, and we're going to have to hit up Clara. Whatever we got to do, though, it got to be a united front. Lady May is not feeling united. He wants to be under one roof, and she was just like, hell, fuck no, bitch. We not doing that. You can go and shuck and jive for Claire all you want, but you won't be back in that house with me. He says, fine, May, I'll come and get my shit tomorrow. Jumping back over to Jacob, he at the house, and he telling his wife how Tasha the skank said that he need to fire the treasurer. And his wife was like, well, you will do no such thing. The girl is good at her job. We need her. And besides, who is Tasha the skank? Is she the first lady? No, but you know, Jacob says that whatever Tasha the skank says goes. While they sitting there talking, he gets a call from his mama, his daddy, and Grace. And everybody is talking about the fact that Bishop is out of the house. His wife is listening. You know how we be listening and we be trying to figure out what's going on from just one side of the conversation. She was like, what's happening? He was like, I don't know. Shit. But they all gonna have to get together and sit down and talk about what's going on with Bishop and Lady May. So Jacob sit down with Charity and Grace. And they are just really befuddled. Like, has Mama ever kicked them out? It's like, no, not that they know of. Charity and Jacob are lost. Like, well, what did Daddy do? Of course, Gigi, she looking around like, I don't know, but they can tell by her face that she do know. Plus, she's in the house all the time, so you would know better than anybody else. She finally says, well, Daddy had an affair with Auntie Mavis. And they was like, well, that ain't nothing new. We all knew that. That happened before they got married. And Grace was like, no, actually, it went on afterwards. Okay, quite a bit from what the mama's mad about. Charity is like, what? Oh my God, they're gonna get a divorce. Okay, I'm gonna come from a broken family. She's like, what are you, fucking 12 years old? I said, yes, Charity is. She is such an immature ass little baby. Okay, so annoying. Girl, this is real life. You grown up and having your own problems, so you should understand that your parents would have the same kind too. They tell Grace that she has to fix this, and Grace was like, why I gotta fix it? They was like, because, you know, you came back and you gotta do this, and, you know, they always put shit on Grace, all because Grace left when, you know, shit was going bad, and, you know, they always play on the fact that Grace feels guilty about leaving and that sister killing herself. Gigi, you fix this shit with mama and daddy pronto. So later on we see Gigi meeting up with Darius, okay? They still together. She's asking him if he'll go to church, and he adamant he ain't going. Okay, don't keep on asking me. And she was just like, okay, like, damn, you can lighten up a little bit. But he was like, I can tell we about to have an argument. She's like, we not about to have an argument. He said, yes, we are. I'm about to go. She was just like, wait a minute. Thought I was gonna get me some. Damn. Instead of them getting into any kind of confrontation about church, he just goes on and leaves. And then we also see as Bishop and Lady May are preparing to go to sleep that night, you know, everybody has their heavy hearts. Bishop in his hotel room, Lady May in her empty bedroom without Bishop. Next morning, Lady May is still in the dumps. As a matter of fact, Lady May ain't dressed for church. Okay, Grace comes in the room and says, Mama, what you doing? Like, we got to be in church. Church starts in an hour. And Lady May was like, yeah, I won't be there because I can't fake the funk. Okay, how do you kids say I can't even? She was like, so what are you going to do? And she was like, I have no idea. Like, what do people do when they don't go to church on Sunday mornings? Now, even though Lady May can't fake the funk, Bishop is at church and he is 100% in the swing of service. Okay, we got Charity up there singing. We got the Wicked City woman in the congregation. We got Kevin in the congregation. Child, there's a whole bunch going on there. Even Grace is sitting in the congregation, and was that Clara? No, I don't know if it was Clara. I think it was. No, it wasn't Clara. It was the other deaconess, I believe it was. She says, where's Lady May? To Grace. And Grace says, you know, she got a cold. Okay. Then Bishop get up there and say, oh, you know, blessings to Lady May who's out of town visiting family. And the lady just kind of looks at Grace like, I feel like something might be happening here. You know how these old messy ass church women could be. But did you guys see how when Bishop, you know, after Charity finishes singing and Bishop tries to go up to her, and, you know, they normally will hug or give each other a kiss or something, but she looks at him and she just stops and backs up, and, you know, she's just so affected, the fucking baby. She walks off the stage. But again, it's church as usual. At the same time, we see Lady May, the child, she done got dressed and walked out to the pier, you know, to the water, and kind of not knowing what to do with herself there. Then she goes to a restaurant and she's eating outside on the patio, and then she sees like an older couple, you know, sitting enjoying each other's company, and so she kind of feel wistful about that. I was like, po May, you need to get on to your church, because over at Calvary, the Wicked City woman Rochelle is in there just smiling at Bishop and cheering him on and looking over at Gigi, you know, and Gigi is looking like, okay, this is really not good. We see Lady May walking into a church. I just assumed that it was Calvary, but actually it was Jacob's church. She wasn't walking all the way in. She was kind of standing in the back in the vestibule, just trying not to be seen, but listening to the word. Tasha the Skank comes up, though, and was just like, Lady May, like, why aren't you at your church? When Lady May don't really have nothing to say, you know, Tasha the Skank was like, come on over here, you want some tea? And she was like, yes, please. Lady May was like, this is what they have you doing? You are the former first lady. You out here serving tea and crumpets? But, you know, Tasha the Skank, she don't care. You know, most people would have put her out, all right? But she's just happy to be there, happy to have a job. And then she get to playing on Lady May's psyche and talking about some first lady husband was cheating and went and left her for another woman, but that woman ended up falling over a balcony and hitting her head, and she can't talk no more. And all of this to say that Tasha the Skank is thankful for what she has just from being there, Jacob and his wife allowing her to stay. She tells Lady May how blessed she is to at least you still have a husband. And Lady May thinking to herself like, well, do I? Child, let me get out of here. Okay, she go get in her car and just sitting in there like she don't know what she doing. I feel so bad for Lady Mae. Now, in the meantime, inside Jacob's church, you know, they taking up the offering and Zora's helping out with the offering. And this child is stealing out the pot. I said, not out the Lord's money. Afterwards, Jacob is telling Carissa, what is her name? He was telling her how he couldn't barely concentrate on the word because he was worried that Zora was going to take off running out the back door. I said, you need to be running about the fast ass and her stealing money out the church. This treasurer comes in, and at this point, she is getting on my fucking nerves. Okay, is everything okay? And he was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, you just seemed a little off today. Okay, and it's obvious because the tithes and offering is low. Okay, and I was just like, bitch, you gonna have to get out of my face. Jacob can't take it no more. He says, you know what? You fired. And she was like, what? You fired. Fired. She was like, why? He said, because I'm tired of you trying to tell me what to do. Hell, I need somebody that is going to be supportive. Not somebody coming in here telling me if I didn't preach right and we didn't get enough fucking money. So get on, get. And when his wife was just like, I thought we were going to talk about it. He said, listen, I done made a decision. Bitch, gone. Also, after church, Kevin confronts Charity. He want to see his son. When can I see him? She don't know. She tells him that we will see. You guys know what we will see. Anytime my mama told me that was an automatic no. Didn't even need to ask again. He was like, oh no, it's not going to be no we will see. You cannot take my child out of the state. So if you don't leave him with me, then you can't leave because you can't take him over state lines. That's kidnapping. Okay, Charity. Like, look on her face like, girl, what is the big deal at this point? You don't even want them. So what is the problem? So Charity goes on the phone and, she talked to her man Jabari. They official now. Jabari telling her how nice it's going to be in Jackson. That's the next stop. And this romantical place that they can get a little bit in before they got to perform. And she tells him that she can't come. He was like, well, why not? She was like, because I got to get this stuff settled with Kevin. And he was like, but you signed a contract. She was like, this is my child. Why can't you leave that damn baby with somebody else and that you trust? You leave with your mama, Grace, okay? And get your ass on. But she just like, no, she can't leave the baby. And she can't go. She wants him to understand. And Jabari got that look on his face like, no, he does not understand. I said, girl, you about to lose your DICK. Also, after church, the Wicked City woman catches up with Grace. Oh, Miss Grace, if you ever need any help on any of your projects financially, I'm your girl. All right, I can definitely make it happen. And Grace was like, you know what? I might have to take you up on that offer. The wheels are spinning in Grace's head. And then she tells Grace, oh, and I'm so glad that Zora is back home. Bitch, don't be talking about my family. Ain't got shit to do with you. Grace is leery. And she goes to meet with Darius for lunch. And she was like, I have a feeling that Wicked City woman is trying to cozy up to me the same way that she did my dad. Darius was like, well, what do you think that she would do that for? What could she want? She was like, well, I think she's trying to come in between my parents. It's not like she hasn't done something like this before, but I won't let her do it to my church. And Darius was like, oh, my church. Okay, that's something new. She was like, you know what? I love my church. Okay, and I love my family even more. And I am not going to let no Wicked City woman named Rochelle come around and tear it down. Neither of those are going down without a fight from old Grace. We see Tasha the skank on the phone with the treasurer, and I guess the treasurer's crying to her about how Jacob fired her. And Tasha was like, girl, he ain't never seen it for you ever since Bishop Skanks left. He would have never done that to you. Girl, well, don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. You can call me anytime you want to. And when she gets off the phone, we see the Wicked City woman sitting there on the couch. She gets off the phone, and she was like, that girl is so stupid. And they laugh. Well, Wicked City woman, she got to turn up her game now. Okay, Bishop was in that damn hotel with her and didn't even try anything. So now she got to come up with plan B. Now she getting her racy lingeries. And she asked Tasha the skank what she think about that. Oh yeah, that's perfect, girl. That's gonna get him for sure. But when we see Bishop, he goes to the house to get his stuff, remember, and Lady Mae is sitting in the sitting room. Okay, she's contemplating, she mad. And when she hear Bishop walk in, he says, I'm just here to get my stuff. And then she says, James. He says, yes. And she says, you can stay here until we get this mess with IRS cleared up. After that, it's anybody's guess. So now Bishop is back in the house. He goes up the stairs, and Lady May just sitting in there pissed off. I said, child, he'll have no fury like a woman scorned. This is going to be a great season. All right, rock stars, that's it for that one. Let's get on to episode 2, you guys. So make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.